Yeah, good evening, you guys. Well, what a night. People have been here for hours now. This is the Mike Rogers camp and the home base for the Michigan Republicans. So when I tell you they have been anxiously watching these results come in, eyes glued to their phones, I really mean it. Roars of cheers when they see something in their favor across the country. Again, still too close to call anything here in Michigan, but they understand how closely watched this U.S. Senate race is. Now, Mike Rogers, he is a career politician. He's been in Congress for nearly 15 years, only came out of retirement when he heard that Debbie Stabenow was stepping down and that long-held blue Democrat seat could possibly turn red. So we've already had a lot of speakers here tonight, including Pete Hoekstra and Mike Rogers, who told everybody that it's gonna be a long night, so buckle in, because we may not know too much until tomorrow. What attracts you about Mike Rogers and his policies?
So I like that he's America First. Truthfully, he was endorsed by Trump. He definitely was not my first pick.
But that's what it takes, is that endorsement for your support.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
And because of you, all of you, we became the most competitive U.S. Senate seat in the country within the last few weeks.
And Rogers is right. This is a closely watched race, as you can hear. More results coming in, more cheers. We'll be here throughout the night bringing you live updates, so make sure to stay with us. We're now live in Novi. I'm Ruda Sinaida.
Yeah, a lot of people watching it closely across the nation. Thank you so much, Ruda, for that live report.
Now our team coverage on the U.S. Senate race continues with 7 News Detroit reporter Brett Cast. He's live in downtown Detroit at a watch party for Elissa Slotkin. Brett, can you give us a sense of what it's feeling like out there?
Well, Mike, much like it is where Ruda's at in Novi, people are glued to the TVs around here. They have CNN playing with all the results that are coming in, and there's cheers when Kamala Harris is announced to have won a state. There's some mum silence when they bring up that Donald Trump may have won a state. So they're really paying attention to obviously the presidential race, but of course that race for that spot in the U.S. Senate. We saw Debbie Stabenow, who again, as you mentioned, is vacating this seat. That is why this race is happening between Slotkin and Rogers. She was up on stage earlier. We had the Secretary of Transportation on the Biden administration, Pete Buttigieg, out here getting supporters ready to go. But for the most part, they've been mingling, just kind of watching these results come in. There's a bit of an anxiety, I feel like, from some people, but there's also a lot of confidence. They still feel very good about their chances, not only to win the White House, but also to win this seat in the U.S. Senate with Elissa Slotkin. We know that Democrats hold a very slim majority in the U.S. Senate, and they're also watching those key state house races, too, hoping to see the Democrats continue to hold that trifecta here in Lansing, in both the state house and the state senate. But again, as you mentioned, it's a very tight race. People are really glued to these results and hoping for the best for their candidates. How you feeling tonight?
I am confident in the work that we've done. I'm very proud of the fact that the Michigan Democratic Party, this whole team, we contacted more than 3 million voters just since this weekend.
So how you feeling right now as the results are trickling in? How you feeling?
I'm very optimistic. So it's still early. Too close to call, but I'm optimistic and I know the right things will be done.
A mixture of emotions. I'm extremely excited. I'm also a little nervous, but I'm excited. I'm mostly excited.
And these voters that we talked to, they told us that they really did expect this to be close and come down to the wire, which right now it seems it is going that way. Now, of course, Elissa Slotkin is currently in Congress, so she stepped aside from her seat to run for Senate now. So her seat is up for election right now. People following that race as well, and really just up and down the ballot for Democrats here in Michigan. It's going to be close throughout the night, and people are still paying attention to the results. We don't know if Elissa Slotkin will take the stage at some point. I guess it all depends how the things go, and again, people are on the edge of their seats waiting for results to come in. But for now, live in downtown Detroit, I'm Brett Cast, 7 News Detroit.